All right, Raiders Nation, let's dive deep into what could be a monumental shift for the Las Vegas Raiders, a team that has been searching for a clear path to resurgence. And it all starts with the quarterback position. If you've been following the chatter around the NFL and the upcoming 2026 draft, you already know that the buzz is all about Fernando Mendoza. I want to be crystal clear here. This entire discussion assumes that the Raiders land the #1 overall pick, because without that, the reality is they have too many holes across the roster to consider trading up for a quarterback. But if that first overall selection is theirs, Mendoza isn't just an option. He could very well be the cornerstone for a new era in Las Vegas. For those who may not track college football as closely, Mendoza has been on the radar of scouts and analysts alike, and for good reason. Standing at around 6 feet 5 inches and 225 pounds, he embodies the kind of prototypical quarterback size that NFL teams covet. Some question his height based on photos from the Heisman ceremony, suggesting he might be closer to 6'4", but make no mistake, his presence in the pocket is commanding. In terms of production, he's put up 33 touchdowns against just 6 interceptions, boasts a completion percentage of 71.5, and has thrown for nearly 3,000 yards. These are the numbers of a quarterback who not only understands a game at a professional level, but executes it with precision and poise. What really sets him apart, though, is his football intelligence. His awareness in the pocket is impressive, and he displays the kind of decision-making that separates future starters from career backups. When I watch Mendoza play, I see a quarterback who reminds me of a more athletic Jared Goff. Not quite the arm strength Goff at coming out of college, but with mobility and instincts that could make him a top 10 quarterback in the NFL with time and development. And let's not forget his accolades from the 2025 season, which read like a trophy shop inventory. Heisman Trophy, Maxwell Award, Walter Camp Award, Davey O'Brien Award, AP College Football Player of the Year, Big Ten Most Valuable Player, Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year, Big Ten Quarterback of the Year, First Team All-Big Ten, and the Big Ten Championship Game MVP. That's dominance at every level. And if there's one thing we can learn from watching college careers translate to the NFL, it's that winners often carry that mindset forward. Mendoza's trajectory is equally impressive. Starting at Iowa in 2023 and then moving to Cal in 2024, he has improved year over year, showing growth in both skill and leadership. He might not leap off the screen with jaw-dropping athletic traits, but his dedication to becoming the best version of himself is palpable. Leadership in a quarterback is about more than arm strength or mobility. It's about inspiring teammates, commanding respect, and making the people around you better. Tom Brady is a perfect example of that principle. Brady was never the fastest or most agile quarterback at the combine, yet his presence and intelligence changed the game. Mendoza shares that mindset, combining skill with a work ethic and leadership qualities that could transform a rebuilding franchise like the Raiders. And as a Cuban-American, he brings a cultural connection and charisma that resonates with Raider Nation, adding another layer to his fit with this organization. Let's talk about the practical reasons for drafting Mendoza. First and foremost, the Raiders need a quarterback. This league is quarterback-driven, and every team competing in the playoffs is either building around or rebuilding with a young, talented signal caller. Geno Smith will be gone after this season, likely moving on in free agency. Behind him, Aiden O'Connell and Cam Miller are capable backups, but not long-term solutions. Mendoza, paired with O'Connell as a mentor and Miller providing depth, creates an ideal quarterback room. You have a clear #1 option who can develop in a structured environment, and the supporting cast doesn't demand excessive salary cap space, allowing the Raiders to invest in the trenches, defense, and surrounding talent. It's a strategic approach to rebuilding. Secure a quarterback, protect him, and build around him with smart spending. There's also the element of opportunity and history. The Raiders have struggled to find stability at quarterback since Derek Carr, cycling through veterans and journeymen without establishing a clear direction. Drafting a top prospect like Mendoza represents a fresh start, a chance to finally commit to a long-term plan. Yes, the history with first overall picks, notably Jamarcus Russell, haunts the franchise. But Mendoza and Russell are fundamentally different. Mendoza isn't just a talented player. He's a leader, disciplined, and driven to succeed. He doesn't carry the baggage of past failures. He represents a clean slate and a vision for the future. The comparison is unfair, and fans who dwell on that past misstep are missing the point. Mendoza is the kind of quarterback who can instill confidence, create a winning culture, and elevate the players around him. Moreover, his leadership is tangible. Watching him command Indiana's offense, rally his teammates, and lead them to an undefeated season demonstrates his ability to perform under pressure and inspire those around him. Leadership is contagious. A quarterback who believes in victory and maintains poise in critical moments sets a tone for the entire team. This isn't hypothetical. Mendoza has proven it time and time again on the biggest stages, whether in conference championship games or in high-pressure situations where the stakes are highest. The Raiders desperately need that mentality, and Mendoza provides it in spades. His presence alone could change the locker room dynamic, instilling accountability, focus, and a standard of excellence that has been missing for years. He's also a winner, plain and simple. His awards, statistics, and track record speak volumes. But what's even more compelling is the intangible, his drive, work ethic, and ability to overcome adversity. Indiana's roster, when compared to other top teams, isn't overwhelmingly talented on paper. Yet Mendoza has led them to a #1 ranking, undefeated record, and championship success. He thrives in the moments that define seasons, in the fourth quarter, in the final drives, and in high-pressure situations that separate good quarterback from great ones. That's the kind of mentality the Raiders need to change the culture, to teach players how to win, and to create a foundation for sustained success. This isn't just about statistics or awards. It's about the kind of quarterback who can anchor a franchise for years. Mendoza combines skill, leadership, intelligence, and intangibles that make him an ideal cornerstone for the Raiders' rebuild. Pair him with a head coach willing to innovate and build a culture of excellence, and suddenly what once seemed impossible, turning this team into a playoff contender, starts to look achievable. The #1 overall pick, combined with cap space and draft capital, gives the Raiders a unique opportunity to set themselves up for long-term success, and Mendoza is the keystone of that vision. He exemplifies the qualities that every rebuilding team covets: resilience, competitiveness, intelligence, and leadership. He has shown he can elevate those around him, thrive under pressure, and consistently deliver in the moments that matter most. For a franchise that has struggled to establish stability at quarterback, Mendoza offers not just talent, but a blueprint for success. A quarterback like him doesn't just play the game. He transforms it, lifting teammates, inspiring coaches, and reshaping the culture around him. With his combination of awards, leadership, and potential, he represents the ideal choice to spearhead a Raiders resurgence, offering a tangible path to competitiveness and a foundation for years of sustained growth. The Raiders' decision to draft Mendoza would signal a commitment to change, a willingness to invest in youth and talent, and a recognition that the quarterback position is the most crucial building block for long-term success. For a team that has cycled through mediocrity and inconsistency, he provides clarity, purpose, and direction. Beyond the stats and accolades, Mendoza brings heart, intelligence, and a leadership style that elevates everyone around him. He has demonstrated that he thrives under pressure, inspires his teammates, and consistently delivers when the stakes are highest. And that is precisely the type of quarterback the Raiders need to finally forge a winning identity and culture. All right, Raiders fans, let's keep this rolling because the story of Fernando Mendoza and the Las Vegas Raiders doesn't end with just his potential or his accolades. There's a deeper narrative here, one that revolves around culture, transformation, and the kind of mindset that turns a franchise from underperforming to championship contending. Mendoza isn't simply a quarterback with great statistics. He's a quarterback who understands the weight of leadership and what it takes to inspire those around him. In college, he has consistently proven that he can lift an entire team, and that's something the Raiders desperately need after years of inconsistency at the most important position on the field. When a quarterback commands respect, not through intimidation, but through preparation, vision, and dedication, it changes everything in a locker room. That's the kind of impact Mendoza could have in Las Vegas, and why this draft pick could redefine the trajectory of the organization. Now, let's talk about his adaptability. Mendoza isn't just a product of a specific system or scheme. He's shown the ability to learn, adjust, and thrive in multiple offensive environments. Having spent time at Iowa and Cal before making a name for himself at Indiana, he's navigated different coaching philosophies, playbooks, and team dynamics while continuously improving. That adaptability translates directly to the NFL, where playbooks are complex and the speed of the game can overwhelm less prepared quarterbacks. Mendoza's football intelligence allows him to process information quickly, make sound reads, and execute at a level that gives his team the best chance to win. In short, he isn't a gamble. He's a calculated investment, the kind of quarterback who brings measurable value from day one and has the potential to evolve into a franchise-defining talent over time. Synergy between a quarterback like Mendoza and a forward-thinking, innovative head coach cannot be overstated. The Raiders have struggled to attract and retain coaches in recent years, partly because the quarterback position lacked clarity and promise. Bringing in Mendoza would send a clear message. The team is serious about building a foundation and providing a quarterback who can be developed and supported. That kind of certainty is appealing to coaching candidates because it means they can implement a system without constantly worrying about quarterback instability. The combination of Mendoza's leadership, skill set, and potential creates an environment where a talented coach can thrive, which in turn elevates the entire organization. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In what could be the most shocking shakeup in recent NFL history, rumors are swirling that the Las Vegas Raiders are on the verge of securing none other than Patrick Mahomes, the reigning superstar quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs. Sources close to league insiders suggest that discussions have intensified behind closed doors, and while nothing has been officially confirmed, the speculation alone has sent shockwaves through football circles. Mahomes, known for his cannon-like arm, jaw-dropping improvisation, and an uncanny ability to make plays that seem impossible, has been the face of the Chiefs dynasty for several years. The idea of him potentially donning silver and black has already sparked a frenzy among fans, analysts, and even rival teams, who are reportedly scrambling to assess the potential fallout of such a seismic move. The Raiders, historically known for bold moves and headline-grabbing acquisitions, will be taking their ambitions to a level rarely seen in recent NFL memory. The implications are enormous. Imagine the chemistry on a Raiders roster suddenly infused with Mahomes' elite talent and vision. His presence could instantly elevate the team's offensive schemes and bring a new era of credibility and excitement to Las Vegas. On the other hand, questions abound. How would Mahomes adapt to a new system? Could the Raiders' supporting cast meet the high standards he's accustomed to? And perhaps most intriguingly, what would this mean for the Chiefs, who would suddenly face the challenge of replacing the centerpiece of their offense? Social media has been ablaze with speculation, memes, and wild projections. Pundits are divided, some calling it a miracle move that could redefine the league, while others caution that the logistics, salary cap constraints, and Mahomes' own loyalty to Kansas City makes such a deal almost unthinkable. Still, the very fact that such whispers are circulating speaks volumes about the Raiders' aggressive approach to team building. While the NFL landscape has seen blockbuster trades and shocking free agent signings before, the mere suggestion of Patrick Mahomes joining the Raiders seems poised to dominate headlines for weeks. Fans across the country are holding their breath, eager to see if this rumor will remain speculation, or if it could genuinely reshape the future of the league in one audacious stroke. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.